That was nice. Hopefully he doesn't do that again. This game, we'll just start cutting out.
It's sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war, don't you?
Wars are fought for two things, survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
Make sure to look around. Okay.
Enemies ahead!
You got him.
What's that? Whoa. Butterflies. I've never ever tried using any of the, like, actual moves. Another Edo now. Yay, more Maxwell.
Atreus, to me. Go!
There we go. I don't want to use my rage because I don't like turning earn rage back.
Watch out for that!
Certainly not. Thank you very much, though. This I already have.
Ooh, good find.
Alright, I think that's it.
What's that? Need more time! Sindri said Mother was a warrior. Was she in a war too?
Of a sort. Her family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on. To brave an unforgiving world alone.
And that's why she asked Sindri and Brock to make her the axe?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
The blue door! That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go!
Careful, boy.
What are they doing? The bridge is up. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
Okay, so that did something, I think. What is their problem with us?
We do not belong here.
Wait, combined together like that, maybe we can fix the bridge from down there? Father, you ever know anyone else who heard voices?
I knew desperate men at sea who, when our supplies ran dry, would quench their thirst by drinking seawater. They swore the sirens, evil creatures singing to them from nearby islands, were in fact their wives and daughters calling them home. They endangered the crew, steering us toward the reefs.
How did you fix them?
We threw them overboard.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't drink any seawater. Right?
Yes, it is.
Father, the pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. Yep, it's water, all right.
Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Luger. What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father?
Yes.
The voices I heard. It was hard to make out. But way in the back, I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
That can't be good. Almost ready.
There's no projectile. It was a red mark for meaning someone was attacking me. There's no attacking, there's just projectile. Oh crap.
Almost ready. I'm set.
from those cages.
Wonder why they're locked up.
God, that one's a drop.
Be ready.
What? Here we go! Hope that was worth it.
Wait a minute. Enemy attack and attack. Still not enough. Damn. Thank you.
Phew. I'm ready. I'm ready. Dark out! Watch it! Almost ready! At the ready! I'm ready! Think that side hallway will get us to the temple?
We will find out.
Okay. Trick.
Oh, they keep doing that. You can only get 3 of each thing. The rage full, I mean.
You were wrong back there.
Oh?
I know Mother's voice better than anyone. It was her.
She is gone, boy. Speak no more of this.
Fine.
Hold on, boy! Fight! Run, boy!
look almost exactly like agents, but there's something off about them. Mom always, Mom always called the Soul Eaters dangerous abominations. She never said a bad word about any living creature, even poisonous bugs. So her saying that always, always stuck with me. I wish I could tell her father and I killed one. Mom used to tell me these stories about nightmares until, well, I started having nightmares. I was embarrassed, but she said they were just another part of life, and sometimes there was beauty in the horror. She always saw the upside to everything, even these creepy little floating eye monsters. They're named after an older creature called a mare that sits on your chest while you sleep and feeds off your fear. Reapers. These were just normal human reapers once. They look like they've been corrupted by Satyr magic. When did this start happening? Satyr reapers are able to heal, so if we start attacking one, we should finish the job quickly. Her pestilence powder leaves poisonous hazards in the environment. If Father steps in them, he'll be damaged and poisoned. Shadow. These were human reapers, but now they've embraced the ways of the satyr. They can throw magic spells at a distance. They only attack after they've conjured an explosive satyr magic spell. We should rush them down before they can throw it or try and dodge. An ogre. Giant, powerful, angry, but thankfully not very smart. The ogre is one of the ugliest enemies we've fought. Their huge arms give their attacks good range, and they can hit the ground so hard it creates powerful shockwaves. A poison wolf. You've seen a lot of aggressive wolves, but these are something else. Some other kind of disease. They spit out some kind of poison that we should avoid walking in, and they are even more aggressive than the rabid ones. I bet we would be doing them a favor by putting them out of their misery. Tatzelworm. A tatzelworm is part lizard, part cat. A lizard cat, or a cat lizard, or something. Either way, the combination is pretty weird. They like to burrow underground to close the distance between them and their prey. Their claws and teeth are extremely sharp, but it's that poisonous barb on their tails that we really need to watch out for. Cursed tatzelworm. This tatzelworm doesn't have the poisonous barb, but it does have a sac in its throat that lets it barf poison at us. I know, it's really gross, but the poison is deadly to the touch, so even if we dodge the attack, we still need to be careful not to step in it. Hell Reavers. First it was the human Reaver, then we killed it. It died in battle, so shouldn't the Valkyries have taken it to Valhalla? But they didn't. It just came back as something else. Before she died, I overheard Mother telling Father that the Hellwalkers were returning. Is this what she was talking about? People rising from the dead? Father doesn't seem to know or care much about it. Since this thing used to be Reaver, I'll call them Hell Reavers. If these things do manage to freeze us, we should stay on the defensive until it passes. Dark Elf. Unlike the light elves of Alfheim, the dark elves prefer dark places. Maybe that's why they want to cover up the light. They can fly and seem pretty smart and well coordinated, more so than most of the enemies we've fought so far. Their weapons are useful, effective up close and at a distance, kinda like Father's axe. Dark elves like to attack as a group. When Father lands a heavy hit or parries, it tends to break the swarm. If we can freeze or weaken the Dark Elves, it will prevent them from using air recoveries when launched. This type seems stronger than the average Dark. Is there a difference? No. This type seems stronger than the average Dark Elf. They swing their heavy weapons so hard it creates a shockwave, making their attacks really tough to dodge. Gloom Nightmare. These nightmares can blind us for a bit, just when I thought nightmares couldn't get any worse. Bruh. Met this dwarf on our way to the mountain, and he's a blacksmith. A famous blacksmith, apparently. He made the Leviathan axe. He upgraded it for Father, too. He was a little rude and grouchy, but I liked him anyway. I hope we see him again. Sentry's also a famous blacksmith, but he and his brother are really different. Sentry really doesn't like dirt and crime. Weird trait for a blacksmith dwarf, but he's just as talented as his brother. I wonder why they don't get along. Witch of the Woods. We met a witch in the woods who knows the old magic. Turns out the magic boar was her friend. She was mad that I shot him at first, but we were able to save his life. She lives under a giant turtle creature who's also her friend, and she seems really nice. World Serpent. We just woke up the World Serpent of Midgard. Father thought he was going to try and eat us, but Mother always said Jormungandr was a friendly giant. He tried speaking to us, but I couldn't understand him. I wonder if it's that's the language all the giants speak. He doesn't seem very interested in us right now. I wish I could talk to him. I have so many questions. Where did he come from? What does he do all day? What does he eat? Maybe we can find another way to talk to him. Alright. Wait a minute. Aha. Yeah. Awesome. I'm actually going to stop the stream here, only because I just don't want to play it right now. I was wanting to try and just go at it all in one run right now, but I just can't do that. Like I've played this game so much in the past few days, I really don't want to try and do that. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop it here.